Leading creativity and leading creative people is not really that different from normal leadership and the principles, but there are some characteristics that should be taken into account. One is that artists are usually, since they put their own personality into their work, they are quite sensitive normally about their work and maybe criticism to it. So a leader has to understand the nature of the work and also not be an expert in say the art in itself, but show understanding of the content of the art and the artistic process or culture. Also, the leader must show that he or she respects the artists and the content of the art, of the culture, of the process. In our research, with arts ensembles and their work, we encountered, for instance, one case where the ensemble consisted of a classical violinist, a theater actor, director, and a singer. And when they met, they had very different expectations on what they were doing in the first place. So a typical classical, all were really professionals, experienced professionals, and the violinist was a typical classical music player that came to the first meeting, thought that okay, we rehearse a couple of times and then we do the production, the shows. And the theater, the director who was responsible for the whole production had a very different idea. He came to the first meeting with a very open idea of let's get to know each other, let's redefine what we are doing. And the singer had also other types of ideas of how to make this a fine art production, performance, and very focused on that particular part. And through the process, which took quite a long time, 30 days or so, they actually redefined the task, and also they got to know each other's perspectives much better, and then they formed another common perspective on the performance. And the leadership part was interesting in sort of not dismissing any single perspective in this process, but sort of trying to highlight what is best in each perspective, and then try to synthesize, figure out, okay, how can we make this work with all of these perspectives at once? And then everybody contributed to the process. Everybody came with new ideas, sometimes even by accident. But a good leader in this case is enabling all these new perspectives to emerge and then trying to make a synthesis out of it. And the fundamental element in this process was the purpose. So they wanted to create, the director who had some fuzzy sense of the purpose or the vision of this production, but he also let it emerge through this dialogue with all the artists. So the purpose is there as the base for the production, that they were doing something novel, that they were creating something new out of the existing.